So like she said, we'll also have to deal with that, and then you'll go to houses that are not what you want at all.
Damn!
I ain't got no
So
shit.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
welcome back to Africa Ever After. I am Zara, and I'll allow my lovely husband to introduce himself.
What's up, everybody? I'm Julius.
Today we're uncovering the ins and outs of renting in Uganda, from scoping out neighborhoods to navigating brokers to also the must-ask questions before sealing the deal. Let's jump right in. So it is very, 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 very important to scope out neighborhoods. Take a tour around Uganda, get to know what areas you like, which areas have more convenience, or at least the convenience level that you're looking for, which neighborhoods have more parties or clubs in them, because you might not want to live close to those. How do I want to say that? So it's so important to learn neighborhoods in Uganda, or at least in Kampala. So it's important to take a tour around the city and scope out what type of neighborhood you'd want to live in. Maybe you're young and single, and so you might be more interested in the club scene, so living next to bars and clubs might be your thing. But if you're like us, no, like we want to be able to sleep. Keep in mind that Ugandans party from Monday to Monday, so those clubs will be jumping. And so for at least for us, we definitely don't want to live in a neighborhood with a lot of clubs or bars.
Yeah, it's nothing like being up all night because the club didn't close at like 2. Nah, it's like 5 o'clock.
5 a.m.
And then the school comes around and I don't know, you get woken up by children singing at like 7:30 every morning.
I personally don't mind the kids, I actually like the kids. But if that's something you might want to look for too, is whether or not you live by a school or a mosque or a church, like a Christian church on Sundays, like they go all day and all night. So just really understand where it is that you're choosing to rent or purchase your home. And also look for neighborhoods with conveniences that you like. Are you going to go to the grocery store? If so, you might want to live by a grocery store. Are you the kind of person that prefers to hop on the highway rather than taking side roads? If so, you may want to live near a highway. Also, there are more affluent neighborhoods and less affluent neighborhoods. So if you have the funds to do it up and have like a really nice house, then you may want to consider a neighborhood with nicer houses. Or if you want to live in different kind of conditions, you just live wherever, but it's important to do your research.
Yeah, for me personally, the main things are not all the loud stuff and electricity.
Yes.
Like where we are currently, electricity is a little spotty from time to time. We've had times where it be out for 10 minutes, sometimes days.
Right.
It just depends.
Right.
So be very mindful of that.
Yeah, that's one of the key things. Also, what type of internet is available in that area. Hopefully you find a place that has more than one option, but there are places that only have one option. And so you need to know that too before you get into the weeds of looking at homes in that area. Next, let's talk about the process of working with brokers. So first of all, what is a broker? In the States, if you want to rent a place or an apartment, you usually go to a leasing office or maybe even a real estate office because they manage a lot of the properties. So it's a lot easier, at least in my opinion, to find a place to rent in the States. Whereas here, oftentimes you have to go through somebody who knows somebody to find a place. And the people who usually know the places that are for rent are called brokers. In the States, these people are usually regulated or licensed or something, like there's some kind of certification required to do the job. Here, not so much. People can wake up today and decide, okay, today I want to get into the market of brokering. But that comes with huge issues for both us as foreigners and for locals. So for instance, we hired a company that was a brokerage firm, and we go in, we pay 150,000 shillings, and they tell us that they will work with us for 30 days to help us find a place. We told them exactly what we were looking for before we paid. So we were looking for a 4-bedroom to 5-bedroom home, around 2.5 million shillings. And we wanted to have a nicer, larger compound, and we wanted to be within certain neighborhoods. When we paid, or before we paid, they said, oh yeah, no problem, that should be easy. Then they took us out and showed us 3-bedroom homes over and over and over again after we told them, no, we're looking for 4 or 5-bedroom homes. So then they started taking us to 2-bedroom homes with other rooms outside of the actual family home. And that also will not work. We have children that need to be under one roof. So that also wasn't helpful. After we told them this is what we're looking for again, then they started to ghost us. They kept saying, oh, there's nothing like that in the areas that you're looking for, or you're being too difficult, even though before we paid, we had already told them exactly what we wanted, and they said that that would be easy to find.
I'll make sure to tell you who that company is in the description box.
If I can find the receipt and we can find the name of the company, I'll put it in the description box.
Now, mind you, just to throw this out there about brokers, I haven't had any good experiences. I've heard of people having them. Hopefully we have one soon. So when it comes to brokers, you will have to pick some up and take them around the city while they tell you where to go.
Or you'll pay for transport.
Right. Now, the catch is with the transport part, even if you do drive them around town, some of them will ask you for extra money for transport.
Even though you're the one doing the transporting.
So like she said, we'll also have to deal with that, and then you'll go to houses that are not what you want at all.
Damn!
I ain't got no
So
shit.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
okay. Also, another thing that you should know is that you should never pay the broker everything up front. There are some brokers who require nothing up front. They only get paid after they show you the property that you agree to. There are other brokers who want half up front and then half after they find the home that you're looking for. And then another thing that you should consider before going out to all these different houses that may not have what you want is to have your broker send you photos or videos of the property before you go out. Because we went out one day without getting videos and photos, and we went to like 3 houses that were just absolutely not what we were looking for at all. Like they were not, in my opinion, they were not in living condition. So it's again important to have them send you photos and videos of the properties before you go out and look at them, so that way you don't waste your time or fuel. Lastly, let's discuss the must-ask questions you need to be asking your landlords and neighbors of potential properties that you're interested in.
So the first question I would ask is, because I'm a money guy, how much is the property and how many months in advance do I need to pay? For me, a deal breaker is 6 months. We've had some crazy nice homes that would have been perfect. However, they wanted 6 months. I'm not paying that because the average is 3 months.
Right, 3 months plus security deposit. And so if you go with a 6-month upfront payment, then it's 6 months plus 1 month security deposit, so 7 months total. Another thing you should be asking is what staff comes with the property. Like, do they have a certain security guard that they like to use? And you'll have to use that same person and have to pay them, and you won't have the ability to fire them in the event that it doesn't work out, or that, you know, you don't feel safe or whatever. They invite friends over and they like to chill at the house until 12 a.m. and you're trying to sleep. These are the things that you need to know. Also, is there a groundskeeper that's required, or even a maid that comes into the property?
Other than those simple things, I would also bring up, again, electricity. You need it. You need to make sure that it is stable. But sometimes during the rainy season, it goes out due to whatever reason. You need to make sure that you'll be able to have it. It's also the same thing with certain internet providers where it's the same way. It may be here, it may not. It just depends on the weather.
Right. So definitely make sure that you ask not just the landlord that question, because landlords have a vested interest. Go around the neighborhood, ask the people who live there what their experience is like with power and the internet as well. Also, ask your neighbors what it sounds like at night. Like, is it going to be loud? Are there clubs and bars? Are there schools in the morning time that you'll have to hear, as they sing their songs or whatever?
Right. The other thing is, can you do any modifications to a house?
Yeah.
Some places you can literally knock down every wall and restart everything if you choose to.
Yeah.
Like, so one of the homes that we were going to have, we asked if we could knock down a wall to make an additional room. Mm-hmm. You can do that. So be mindful of that. You may see a 3-bedroom home, mm-hmm. but they have some random room that has nothing in it. So you can ask them, hey, is it cool if I knock down that wall, put a door in, and have an extra room?
Right.
Like a bedroom.
Right. And then also some properties, when you go look at them, they don't look like they're in the best condition, but you need to try to have a designer's mind, because you have to look past its current condition and see what its potential could be, because you can say, oh, I don't like these cabinets. I want you to redo all the cabinets. And they'll be like, okay. Or I need you to add a space here for an oven, because a lot of people still don't cook on ovens or in ovens here. So they'll like, fine, that's fine. I'll update whatever you need. Or maybe there's a squat potty. You don't want one like that, so you need to put in a regular toilet. They will do that too. So again, go in with open mind and consider what the property could be, and then ask your landlord if you can make those changes, because oftentimes the answer is yes. Also the time frame it takes to make those changes, because you'll need to know that. And surprisingly, it's much faster here than what I thought it would be. Like, they can basically redo a whole house in like 2 to 3 weeks. It's pretty insane. Yeah.
Last thing I would like to say is simple. Do your research. Please do your research. Don't just trust one person, get multiple things so you can make sure they all say the same thing. Also, don't trust that Gigi listing. You see that nice price on that crazy nice house, that's not the price.
No.
I'm telling you.
It might not even be the owner. So.
Matter of fact, it may not even be the house.
Right.
That house was sold 10 years ago.
Yes, so again, do your research. And that wraps it up for today. So remember that knowledge is power when you're searching for your ideal Ugandan home. If you found this video helpful, please remember to subscribe and share with others who may need it. Also, follow us on our other social media channels. Were you laughing in the middle of it? And as always, remember, keep dreaming, keep pushing. We're all in this together.
Peace.